Hey everyone, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome back to some more Not For Broadcast. Absolutely loving this game right now. I have to be honest. It's kind of hilarious, and I'm really enjoying that part of it. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right back in. I'll see you guys back in just a second. All right, ladies and gents, here we go. Day 2, day 3. Wait, what? Uh-oh. You arrive home to find post on the mat, most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first pages are already filled in. Oh my god. All right, so we have children Charles and Susie. My spouse's name is Sam, and my name is Alex. Okay, well, you muse. At least I got the basics right. No, this sounds creepy. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Upon starting a new job, would you be friendly and introduce yourself to your coworkers, be productive and get to work immediately, ease yourself in. Whoa, I was like, erase myself. What? Ease yourself in and orient yourself with your new workplace, or reminisce with friends about old jobs. I would be friendly. Question 2. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they have been taking home confidential information. Oh, okay. Get a little nervous. Okay, I will be honest right now. I think that this might help a little bit. I think that the music in that background might be a little too loud there. I apologize about that. I did turn it down just a little bit now. I don't know how that's affecting it, but we'll see. So a colleague in a different department confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would, oh my gosh. Realistically, I mean, I would report it. I mean, I'm a good person. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Well, that's bullshit. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than your previous ones. You would leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline, leave work early and head to the pub to chat with changes, leave work early and head home to see your family. I'd leave work on time. I mean, that's my right. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with family and friends, or washing your hair that day. My mom used to tell me that. Go if you are free but wouldn't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. You know, when I was a kid, I liked company barbecues. I remember those being a thing, but I have not seen one since I've been an adult. Like, this is not a thing, I don't think anymore. At least I haven't heard of it, but it was definitely a thing when I was a kid, you know, back when we actually had VCRs. So I guess I would have a nice day, I guess. You had a long, successful career and now are about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements and all the good memories, give an honest review of pros and cons, focus on the issues and challenges you faced, refuse to attend. I would talk about good memories, not my achievements, but good memories. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models, attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in, encourage and support your children with their hobbies, or play in your local sports team. I'm going to say encourage my children, although I don't have any children right now, but I definitely encourage my dog's hobbies. But I would definitely say attend political rallies and stand up for what I believe in is probably more the correct answer, but I don't have children. And if I had children, I think I would be standing up for what they believed in, and I guess I'd be taking them to their political rallies, which would be their hobbies. Like how I've written my children to be activists. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind. That's my job. Exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges. A structured day out at a theme park, bursting with thrills and attractions for you and the family. Disgusting. A romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise. Also disgusting. Number 1. Take me to the woods. It is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, or equal. Well, I believe that true safety, freedom, and happiness comes from equality. Alright, so thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Oh. Okay. I'm getting a little nervous. Okay, so I did just a quick check to make sure that the audio was good on that last part. I just wanted to make sure before I go reading more. All right, so day 6, a family matter. It's late, Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up your favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir from your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. Ooh, there in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. Are you okay? Should I go get Sam? No, we needn't worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You've heard about the Assets and Wealth Act. I literally work in news, Chris. Chris's fist bangs the table. It's total bullshit. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness, which is why I need your help. Why do I get the feeling I'm not gonna like this? Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. My passport? What for? They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look so similar, so Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex. I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. Surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? Oh my God. But if I don't have my passport, how am I going to get out? Later on. I mean, I guess they could help. Fine. All right, I'll go get the password. You climb the stairs to your bedroom, careful not to wake Sam, who is cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex, what's going on? Chris is downstairs. They're leaving the country and they need my passport to do it. Sam sits bolt upright now, all thoughts of sleep gone. What? They're leaving the country? Are things really that bad? Apparently, but they'll be fine if they can leave. Chris can take my passport and get out. The worry lines on Sam's forehead seems to relax. Thank you. We have to look out for our family, and I know my little Chrissy isn't probably all one big... And if I know my little Chrissy, there we go, it's probably all one big overreaction. Exactly. Let me just take this downstairs and then I'll be up to bed. You close the safe and head downstairs to find Chris at the table fidgeting. They jump as soon as you re-enter the kitchen. So you've got it? Yes. Here. Good luck with everything. For the first time, Chris smiles. It's infectious. Thank you. I really appreciate this. I'll get back in touch once I'm safely out of the country. Chris takes the passport and, breathing a sigh of relief, grabs the neon fluorescent suitcase and heads out into the night. You head to bed hoping you can pry some of the duvet away from Sam without waking them. All right. Wow. I'm a little nervous right now. I just gave away my passport. I guess I could always prove that I didn't leave. I mean, I'm here. The fallout. Okay. I love the names on the side.
let's load up the adverts. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Is this toy safe? Skin cream with a porky little twist. What is this? Medium size, tall, near you. Festive Yuletide Ornament Spectacular.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These two buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer.
Oh, no.
You can see they now have A and B on them.
Yes.
And they'll help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
And
my
we're off.
sister's kid.
Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
What the hell?
Those gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavorable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guess whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash, intrepid scientist Dr. David Wall and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborgen-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And Griever's bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach? All that and mega more with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay. I think I did that right. I think. Oh. This is so complicated.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited,
This is so much harder than it seems like it should be.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this
I-
will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy. But when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but...
Okay, I'm gonna admit I didn't really think of that as a swear word.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychophiles.
But based on the facts. Katie, what are your positions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
Oh my god.
How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
Yeah, you're not helping anymore.
Like that.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I know where that video is from. It's from a free video website. I know because I've used it. I used it in school for a project.
She's good, you know she is.
10 seconds, everybody.
If that's still oh my
5,
Okay.
4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling
All
a
right.
solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face with the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problems. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Jones.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I am sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of
What?
being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as
Sure.
the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Orators, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimps escaped. Delia? Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this. Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your living space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of decent, good, white people at this... Oh, hold on just a moment.
Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty boy, naughty boy.
Clive, I am not having this again.
Naughty, you beast.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us.
Nice.
Interrupted. It's time to get to the heart of the matter.
Oh, oh!
Steve Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 2 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing assault. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony. Many happy...
Jez, call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle
Fuck,
against
I'm so bad at
institutionalisation,
this.
as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Tit wank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris. One sec, love. Tit wank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, Las Bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we obviously lost our train of thought there. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to gain a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around...
Oh my god, I did such a bad job on
After the break,
this.
Megan will be live with some lucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody.
Oh my god. That was so bad.
I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the
God,
music,
no.
you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't know, you won't get punished for all or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip: when the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bin.
Oh,
7 out of 10 dentists would
that's the sound. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Judicution?
Welcome, Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'm one of the first beneficiaries of Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Stritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from the plants to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right? Yes, Charlotte's my oldest.
I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do this.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher. Maths is really important. Oh, thanks, Steve. Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put it into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah? Because, in a way, she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Thanks, Steve. Put it in, coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it. That way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grants?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. Then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, maybe. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go in this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we valley well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a...
Oh shit.
Hey, friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. So important.
Maths is for losers. What? Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck.
Just keep going for fuck's sake.
Right. Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? My arm's free coat.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads, who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah. But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be made. So stop now, make a different choice.
What the fuck am I watching?
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cool lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to wait. Where's my dinner?
Protecting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now.
Make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the
Oh my god.
My name's Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
I did such a bad job.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so. Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Okay. Woo! That was bad. Wow, how did I get a B? Not bad censoring, too much interference, your editing was okay? It shouldn't be. It should have been so bad.
See, they've got the store back. Great, I love fucking shopping. Sorry, bit of a big night to be honest. Anyway, over here, that's how much money you've got. You'll get more money the better the broadcast you do. These tabs take you to the bits and pieces and sections of the store. You can fix stuff, you can upgrade stuff, or you can just buy really cool stuff to put around the studio. Right, mate, and the final thing you gotta know, if you wanna buy something, you just click on it and it go ka-ching. Nah, but there's no refunds. No refunds, so take care, make sensible decisions. Don't be like Dave.
I'm Megan.
Okay.
I'm Megan Wolf.
So I assume that we buy things, auto bleep, why bother working when auto bleep can do it for you, a satellite that finally responds faster than your mom. That actually would be very handy to have, so I guess it's what we'll do. Wow, that was so bad. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching me play Not For Broadcast. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the YouTube things. I am having a blast, and I want to say thank you so much to the publisher tinyBuild Games and developer NotGames for allowing me to play this, for giving me a copy so I could play for you guys. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. And of course, a huge shout out to all of my patrons over on Patreon. You guys are the only reason I have this channel, so thank you so much for that. If you'd like to go ahead and follow any of these people over on Twitter or whatever platform they prefer, go ahead and check it out below in the description. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, but if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click on that big dumb picture of my face. Clicking that will give you the option to click on the bell icon. Click on that if you'd like to be notified every time I post a brand new video. Last thing I'll let you know is there's a couple things there on your screen. If you'd like to click on them, there's some videos. There's also something there for Patreon if you'd like to go ahead and join those patrons who bring the channel to you. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.